Good morning all and welcome to this morning's Civic Affairs Subcommittee on Friday the 23rd of January. As you're aware, the public element of today's meeting is being live streamed and those participating have given consent to their inclusion. The recording will be available on our City Corporation YouTube channel following the meeting, where it shall be retained for up to 1 civic year. Chairman.
Gemma, thank you very much. Good morning, all. A very warm welcome to officers and members and those members of the public watching our proceedings online. Before opening, can I just pay tribute and thanks to two members who have stepped down from the committee since our last meeting, and also to welcome two new recruits. Firstly, I note that we now have a new chair of the Guildhall Club, Anne Holmes, Deputy Anne Holmes, amongst our membership. So very warm welcome, I think, back to the committee, Anne, but in your capacity as chair of Guildhall Club. And we also welcome Alderman Tim Hales as the new SABTAC, although I do understand that he has had to offer his apologies for this particular meeting, but he will join where he can, no doubt. And I'd also like members to place on record our thanks to Wendy Mead for her time on the committee and her really very valuable contributions as the past chair of the Guildhall Club House Committee. And also to note that Alderman Dame Susan Langley has now, of course, moved on to be our Lady Mayor and therefore relinquishes her spot on the subcommittee, which she held as SABTAC. Apologies, please, Gemma.
Thank you, Chair. Apologies for absence today have been received from Deputy Henry Colthurst, Alderman Tim Hales, as you have mentioned, Alderman Sir William Russell, and also James Tunbridge.
Thank you very much. Members, are there any declarations under the Code of Conduct that anybody would like to make regarding today's business? Seeing none. Item 3, our minutes of our last meeting, the 28th of October. For those who can remember that far back, those are for decision on page 5. Matters of accuracy first. Is there anybody who wants to raise anything on accuracy? Can we agree those minutes then, please? Matters arising. Are there any matters arising that any member wishes to raise? Seeing none, thank you very much, members. I don't have any questions or notice of any questions or any business that is urgent in this section of the agenda. So can we move to Philip Woodhouse?
Yeah, I'm slightly confused because I didn't get the papers until after your deadline for questions, which I don't completely follow the logic of, because this is not really a local government meeting. We can have questions whenever we want, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, this is a sub of policy, so it follows that routine. That's the way that we've always run the business.
Well, I thought we could just ask. I mean, it's really frustrating that you have a deadline for questions by Tuesday. You get the papers on a Wednesday.
Is that what happened?
Well, in my case.
But they went out on email with the notice of.
Sadly, I'm still a first.
You don't get emails, Philip, no?
I work in the.
In the interest of clarification, just on the local government point, just to be clear that the ability to sort of restrict or control the processing of questions is not actually a local authority matter. That's to do with the chair's role in managing the conduct of the meeting. So that's a slightly separate thing there, but ultimately it's chair's discretion.
We've always worked it that way, and to be fair, it gives officers the chance to, do justice to a question if they've got notice of it in advance, and that's the way we've always run the committee. So, well,
Chairman, I mean, I don't know what question Philip has in mind, but sometimes questions do arise in the course of debate, and we usually take those, don't we? Do debate? Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's Philip ask your question.
No,
you haven't got a question.
I've got a question, but in the non-public bit.
Oh, I see. Right.
Confidential bit.
But well, let's come to it then.
The principle was.
Let's come to it then.
I'd like the opportunity to ask a question.
Yes.
But I hadn't given notice.
Okay, fine.
Officers will endeavour to give you the best response we possibly can. We have notice, but I'm sure they'll appreciate if we need.
Let's do that.
If a helpful clarification, Chair, we only seek questions in advance on the 4 information items, because otherwise, for meeting management purposes, we take those as read. Obviously, if you're expecting a detailed answer, it's helpful to have them in advance, but it's primarily, I think, Chair, around the 4 information items, so we can take those as read if not.
Okay.
But of course, questions will arise in debate on the other matter.
Edward Lord.
Well, it's a question for the Deputy Town Clerk, really. I know that we've made a number of changes to the standing orders in recent years, but have we actually changed the standing orders to restrict questions to only those that have been notices been given, or is it purely the discretion of the chair?
I can send you the long, complicated email setting out the relevant case law concerning the chair's power in regulating conduct of meeting, which is predicated on a series of bits of case law from the late 1800s, if that would be very useful, and subsequent decisions. But no, it's not specifically in standing orders. It's a matter of chair's discretion.
Okay, thanks for that clarification, Greg. So shall we move to say goodbye to the public? Agreed. Thank you very much for anybody that joined us.
Thank you. And with that, can I please ask for the live stream to be ended? Thank you.